Just the Luka the dice. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Just the Luka the dice. Yeah, Luka here from MiniWarGaming playing some Age of Sigmar, and today I have the honor of playing against Denny from North Carolina, who's on, I guess, what is it called when you just ride your motorcycle somewhere?
Destination, a trek?
I guess a trek. You know, like it's summertime and you want to go on vacation and you just want to ride your motorcycle like very far, like 16 hours far, which is, I'm going to guess that is about 1,500 kilometers.
I don't know the equivalent, but I know it's about 700 miles on a motorcycle.
I'm actually kind of close. I think I overshot it. No, I think I got it. About 1,500 kilometers, 700 miles. That is...
With miniatures.
Yeah, with his miniatures, who actually melted on the way.
It melted, broke. I opened up the box. I'm like, oh no.
It got a little too hot for them on the highway up, and obviously the motorcycle's engine doesn't help, I assume. No, not much at all. It kind of comes from one of those, like Denny mentioned. He said we put so much care into our models, and then when it comes playtime, in the box they go, in the car they go, get thrown all over the place they go, and get broken on the table they get. Anyways, I digress. We're gonna be doing 2,000 points of Stormcast Eternals versus Clan Pestilens. I'm trying them out yet again because we got the new models in, though I am missing some models and it's driving me nuts. I'm going nuts because in 40K and now in Age of Sigmar, I'm missing models that I've used before. I know I've used them before, and you can kind of watch my slow degradation into madness when I'm trying to look for these models. Anyways, we're gonna do a random scenario, one of the 12 out of the new General's Handbook, and I guess let's go look at the armies and figure out that scenario. And if you want to come by and play Age of Sigmar like Denny has, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge, because I'm assuming that's what you did.
I love it. Been here a couple times.
Yeah.
Good guys.
This is the first time you've been in the new building, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new bunker. So
nice.
you've come by the old place. It's a significant upgrade, I must say. Though it's a little hot right now. Anyways, armies. Let's take a look at my clan's Pestilens first. Slightly different list than I ran last time against, or in that Skaven side game. That is not gone up yet, but as I'm recording this, I'm sure it'll go up shortly after this. Regardless, I got 2 Plague Furnaces. The previous game only had 1, and it died right away, so I regretted not having a second one. My usual rule of thumb when I build a list, I love redundancy. You'll see like 2. I got 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them. 2 of everything where I can, and then everything else, because I wanted to bring 2 of them. So this is the model I'm going nuts about. This is Cullen's Plague Claw Catapult. The studio has 2 on bases. Where are they? Where are they? I don't see them. Do you see them? I don't see them anywhere around here. I can't find them. They're not under tables. They're not stored where they should be stored. They're not in back rooms. They're not in secret storage. They may have been misplaced. And they're here somewhere. I know they're here somewhere. But where? I cannot say. And I'll find them one day. But not today. Hey, but anyways, I got 1 Plague Claw Catapult. I would have loved to have 2. So instead of having 2, I spent points on the Warp Lightning Storm. Just to kind of... And I bought a command point, which is very similar. That's like 150 points in total with the command point. That was 160 or 180. So that's like the deficit. I'm off by a few points there. Anyways, I am bringing the Congregation of Filth Battalion. So what that is one of these and 2 units of Plague Monks. Now what that gives me is if the Plague Monks are nearby this thing, they have a 6-up to ignore damage. And that's it. Pretty much it. But he will not be my general. This one over here will be my general, and he is going to have the command trait Master of Rotten Ruin. Pretty basic. Whenever he rolls to pray, he can just re-roll that prayer. And he'll have the artifact, one of my favorite ones, mostly because of the name, Ballistravis, the Living Cyst. It gives him 2 inches extra movement when he moves. In addition, he gets to re-roll hit rolls. Now, I can't remember when it is. It's at the end of the hero phase, I believe, or at the start of the movement phase, or at the end of the movement phase, or at the start of my next hero phase. I'll look it up in a moment. He actually passes that cyst off to the next nearest hero if they're in range. And they take that relic and they get its benefits, even though they might already have a relic. So if he has a hero nearby, at least one, he's always passing the cyst back and forth between the 2 of them, because it's Blistravis, the Living Cyst. To finish off my heroes, I'm running 2 Plague Priests on foot, just because I want more prayers to unlock more of the Great Plagues. And I have a Vermin Lord Corruptor, who's going to have the Brooding Blade artifact. If he wounds something and fails to kill it, or it doesn't die, I believe on a 2-up, that model's unit suffers a further D3 mortal wounds, which will be okay against the Stormcast Eternals, because they are all multi-wound models. Now this guy himself is not very good in close combat. I know I could give him a malign sorcery relic to make him better, but I don't like to dip into malign sorcery. I like, for no particular reason, I just like to stay in my own battle tomes. It just feels right. Now I know the malign sorcery stuff's really good, but maybe like to keep that for tournaments or something. It feels too like itching for a win kind of to grab from there. Even though that's not exactly the case, because you can just do that in your own battle tomes anyways by taking the best stuff. Regardless, that is it for my heroes. Now I have 2 battle lines here, which is the 2 plague monks, which are part of the Congregation of Filth. This squad here is all woe, staves, and swords, and they're going to have full command over here. Thank you, Apocalypse movement trays. Keeping my movement very simple and keeping myself completely sane during this game, because I don't feel like moving 80 monks every turn, every charge, every pile-in, every run. Yeah, the movement trays help a lot. These ones over here also have full command. Boom, right there, the 5 models. I don't think the scroll does anything anymore. I think they took that away when I still have the scroll model, but the battle tome doesn't do anything for the scroll. So the scroll is just acting as a stand-in model. As you can see, the scroll over here. And I have one in the other unit as well. Now these are double swords, which mean they get to reroll hit rolls, whereas the staves get extra range and an extra attack. The staves are arguably better, like almost easy to tell. There's actually no argument, the staves are just better. But I have staves and swords, and I'll play them WYSIWYG. Lastly, for units, I have Censer Bearers, just because they're cheap and I had the points, and they're good for grabbing flanking objectives or just holding backline objectives without having to worry about it too much. And the Warp Lightning Storm, and of course, my Nahholes, which aren't going to be that useful for me other than teleporting around. Well, that can be pretty useful, but most people just block them. Now we can finally take a look at the Stormcast Eternals, the beautiful Stormcast Eternals from Denny here. Why don't you let the people know what you got?
All right, we'll start right to left. Got Castigators. I took a 6-man unit with a champ in the front. I take Celestial Dracolines, because I just want to see how the models do.
Right, is this the first time you're running them?
Well, we ran them with Matthew one game, and I think they're good. I think the foot guys are better, but I want to give them a go.
Oh, they're faster.
Yeah. So we've got Heralder, an Incantor, and then to fit the theme of the army, Excelsior War Priest from the old, what was that game?
Oh, Silver Tower?
Silver Tower. Can't get it anymore, and I liked it, and I thought it looked cool.
I agree.
I tried the dice because I think this is a great channel to learn and see what works, so I wanted to bring it. And then my general is the Arcanum on Griff Charger. I gave him Divine Executioner because I'm taking the Knights Excelsior.
Right, I was about to ask that. What Stormhost were you playing? It's the Knights Excelsior.
So he has the Divine Executioner, gives me +1 damage to all heroes with my weapons.
Nice.
And then I have to take Chains of Celestial Lightning if it comes up. We both have to do a roll-off, and I have your movement, runs, and attacks.
Okay.
So once per game. I took Thunder Shock. It's kind of like the old Sylvaneth Stomp, -1 to hit.
Yep.
So I wanted to give that a go. And Ethereal Stalker. So whenever we set up, I'll pick one of your units, and the Bird Rider gets to reroll hit wounds.
Okay,
for
cool.
a specific unit.
Neat.
We've got 2 Ballista in the back.
Hello.
And of course, you've got to do an Ordinator to give them a +1 to hit. To the left there, we've got Liberators with the swords and a Grand Blade.
Hey, that's cool. Double swords.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the double sword build.
They're not bad.
Hey.
I like them.
Nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You got 2 units of Sequitors, 110, 1.5 man. And then, since we're going with the theme of other gaming systems, we're going to do Steelheart Champs.
Hey, look at that. We got some Shadespire Warband going on here.
And
That's
they're
awesome.
actually not bad. For 100 points, I think they're better than a 5-man unit of Liberators.
Are they actually better than Liberators?
I think so.
Awesome. Perfect. And then that is, what was the Celestial?
19, Celestial...
What was the story of the Stormhost?
The story? You mean the Knights Excelsior?
Knights Excelsior, sorry, yes. And how many points was it? 19?
That's like 1980, I think, is what we came out with.
I'm at 1990 myself. So you actually get a triumph. So that's kind of cool. We'll actually roll for that. We'll roll for that in a moment.
Okay.
Scratch that. We're both at 1990, so neither of us have to worry about a triumph. Did you buy a command point?
No.
Nope. All right. Everything is here. This is the battlefield that Denny and I are going to be playing on for today's game. A nice, peaceful little village in some snowy plain. Now you'll notice that there's no snow on the roofs of these buildings, and that's totally because the buildings are really, really, really hot. They got these cool magical things in each building that warms the building up, and all the snow just melts off the roof totally. So that's why there's no snow on the roofs of these buildings. And there's over here too, this ruined building that has no snow collected in it totally has that magical artifact too that makes it really hot. There's no snow, it just melts. And that's why there's no snow there. But on a serious note, this is a game mat. We have some game mat buildings. We also have some urban mat buildings. and we have some studio level trees. I finally found them, everyone. I know I made a video a little bit ago, so I was using the studio level terrain, but I couldn't find the trees. They were mixed up with other terrain. And that terrain was being used somewhere else, so I couldn't find it when I went looking for it, but now here it is. And of course some Games Workshop walls, and green leaf terrain for the few rocks I threw all over the place because I felt like I needed just a little bit more. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and roll a random scenario. It's going to be one of the new 12 scenarios out of the new General's Handbook. I'm going to randomize the scenario, so I'm going to roll a 4 up will be 7 to 12, and then a 1 to 3 will be 1 to 6 for the scenarios. Hopefully that doesn't confuse anyone. Jeez, I rolled. I got a 2, so we're going to do scenarios 1 to 6 in the new General's Handbook. It's going to be scenario number 4. That is Battle for the Pass, the new Battle for the Pass with a very restrictive deployment zone. So the deployment zone, the territories are triangles that go up to the 1/3 of the table, so 24 inches up. So from this corner to 24 inches up in the center to that corner, and it's the same over here, a boop and a boop. And then we have an objective in each territory, and then 2 borderline objectives here. Now the way this works for scoring, very basic. At the end of your turn, if you control the objective in your territory, the territory you picked and deployed in is worth a victory point. If you control the borderline objectives, they're worth 2 victory points each. Either if you control either or, so 4 if you control both. And then if you control your opponent's objective, it's worth 4 points. Whoever has the most points at the end of the 5th turn wins the game. Now this is going to be a little harder, just because the Stormcast Eternals can hide in the heavens and show up wherever they want. So I'm going to have to do a very aggressive but defensive kind of deployment and maneuvering. I don't know how else to explain it, really. The rats want to be very aggressive, but at the same time I can't just give up my backline objective because there are going to be Stormcast Eternals showing up there. Are you ready to roll off to pick territories?
Ready.
Yeah, you can have this die then, if you're ready. And I'm going to roll a 2. You're going to roll
A 2.
Sick. Alright, I'm just going to roll that die then. 4. And 5. There you go. Would you like my left or my right?
I'll take your left.
That side over there then. You confused me for some reason, but it was very big. You go over here. I go over here.
You take the other left.
And you start deploying. Well, 1 unit. So we have deployed. You put down a lot of your heroes and your kind of like Vanguard Cavalry first with your general.
Yeah.
And both the ballistas down. And you got Steelheart's Liberators or Steelheart's Protectors defending the Gnawhole. That's their one job?
Yeah, they're low. They're only 100 points, and they're so slow. And at least then I know you can't pop out of there, right? Because if I'm within that, you have to be, what, 9 inches?
Yep. So yeah, it pretty much just turns that Gnawhole off.
It was either him or the priest, but I like the priest's healing, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand this. And if something... Yeah, no, they're doing their job. They're doing exactly what they're told. You know, they're in Shadespire. They're pretty big deal. You know, they're big fish, little bowl. But in the grand scheme of things, they're sent to Gnawhole duty.
Yeah.
And here we have my clan's Pestilens all set up. Not too sure what I want to do. I know I'm going to keep my Plague Sensor Bearers in the back lines, and I won't be using them that much. I'm going to try and screen as best as I can with them, whereas everything else will move forward. Now I finished deploying first. So I get to dictate who goes first, and I think I want to go second.
Well, I was surprised. I figured you'd try to get up and...
I was thinking about it, but I'm not too sure. Because I guess with good runs, I could get to the objectives. Mm-hmm. Let's scrap that. I will go first. Measuring, if I run automatically 6, I can get to the objectives right away. As opposed, if I don't go first, you could throw down units to stop me in my path. And then you can grab the objectives, and I'd have to actually chew through your guys.
How do these Gnawholes work again? Because I've never played them.
So the Gnawhole is, if I have, there's a lot that has to work for the Gnawhole to work. Okay. I have to have a unit within 6 at the start of my movement phase, wholly within 6, and I have to also have a hero wholly within 6 of the Gnawhole to tell them to go through the Gnawhole to pop through another Gnawhole. So I could essentially have, well, if I was smart and I knew I was deploying first, I would have put a hero nearby just to tell them to pop in over there. But that's also assuming I go first anyway. So I'm going to go first regardless. And I'm not going to be able to use the Gnawhole right away because I want to keep the Sensor Bearers back here. But I'm, with the idea of going first is just going to run everything. Now these guys need to roll a 6 on their run, or at least a 5, because these guys are in range. I have command points to make an automatic 6. These guys here only have to get to here, which shouldn't be too hard. Even on a pretty, like on a 3+ on their run, shouldn't be able to get there. No, actually they might need a 4 or 5 as well. But again, I have the command points. In my hero phase, I have some prayers I'd like to unleash. Now, ideally, the trick with Pestilens, their allegiance ability, the Stormcast, this is mostly for Denny as well, because he hasn't fought these guys yet. The Stormcast, they can hide in the heavens. Now, me, I unleash these great plagues upon the battlefield. If I pray for a plague with my priest, and I roll an unmodified 6, I get to unleash a great plague in addition to what they already have. And that's things like afflict you with mortal wounds, and those mortal wounds spread to another guy, and then if they die, those mortal wounds spread. It's like the bubonic plague and things like that. Actually, I don't know if it's called the bubonic plague. It's the bubonic something. There's 5 of them, and I can only do them once. But the problem is they're very short range. They're actually all 13 inches, because the Skaven holy number is 31. So reverse that for 13. They love their 13s. So I have to get nice and close and personal to unleash these. But I'm gonna try to get one of the plagues. It's called the Never Plague, and it lets me reroll all the prayers for all of my guys if I get it off. This one over here is my general. Not in range for filth. But you know what? He's going to pray for filth anyways on a 3 or more. He gets to reroll it. So he gets it. He's going to give it to, well, them. They get to reroll wound rolls. That's if they get in combat, though. So that lasts until my next hero phase, at least. And then, wait, they actually might not be in range. No, they are within 13 inches, wholly within 13 inches there. So he was too far away, though. So they're rerolling wound rolls, and then this priest on the furnace is going to pray for filth on the catapult, because that could actually be useful right away, because it works for ranged attacks. And, aha! A lucky start to the game, maybe. So we get the prayer off, and let me go look at the Great Plague. And he will unleash the Never Plague. So all of my priests, so only my priests who pray, get to reroll all prayer rolls. So now his relic is now useless. Which is, actually no, wait, it was his relic. Wait, no, I never actually took that relic. I have the Blistavus, the Living Cyst, and I have his little blades. So I actually don't have the Liber Bubonicus, or the other one. Oh, his command trait. Sorry, guys. His command trait's useless now, because now everyone gets to reroll prayers. So he's going to be rerolling wound rolls, he's going to be rerolling wound rolls, and then I'm going to... No, I'm not going to bother doing any more plagues, because if I do their prayers, there's no point in unleashing great plagues, and I can't do anything with their offensive prayers anyways. They have prayers that within 13 inches, they get to do mortal wounds to things, but nothing's within 13. And my Verminlord Corruptor is going to cast Mystic Shield, and we failed with a 3, so it's a good start for him. And that's pretty much it, because his other spell is offensive, and there's nothing in range. So my hero phase is done. We're going to move on to the movement phase, where I'm going to quickly just run these 2 guys, and I'll let you know if I'm going to use command points, and I'll show you where it all ends up in the end, because they're all just going to go forward. This squad here, they get to add +1 to this roll. Well, they're definitely command pointing that. So they're going to go a total of +7, because that's what their musician does, and then that squad over there is going to run an extra 2, so they're going to have to command point that as well. They're both going to go +7, so I'm at 1 command point left, which isn't great, but it's something. It all starts like this, to there. Everything broke free of his little triangle. Plague monks all ran forward. They're near the objectives right now. The Plague Claw catapult had to run as well, because nothing's really in range for it to shoot, as I had to deploy it further back, because I didn't want to lose room for the Plague monks to get forward. Now the Verminlord went to go support them. The Plague Furnaces both ran up. In fact, I actually had to move the Plague Furnaces first, because otherwise they would have been abandoned. So the Plague Furnaces technically moved first, then I ran the Plague Monks, and I had to make both of them 6s. And then the Plague Sensor Bearers are acting back here as just screening units to try and protect my backlines. Now, they didn't roll a high enough run, so this little area here is still open to appear in, which is not the best. I would have liked to deny that if I could. And that's honestly it for my turn. The only thing worth noting is that they're re-rolling wound rolls right now, and that's pretty much it. And then we're going to go on to Stormcast Eternals turn 1. As I get 5 points, because I get 1, 2 of the middle objectives for 4, plus 1 of my own for 5. Alright, Denny, you're the proud owner of command points. What do you want to do in your hero phase?
Well, let's do some magic with empowering here.
That's fair. Fire's a good start. We got 3
5.
5? Yep. I'm not in range to stop that, so it's all yours.
Okay.
Are they just going to empower themselves?
Yes, they're going to empower themselves. He's going to blow the horn so that they can run and charge.
Whew!
And I'm going to try the dais, because I think the movement, I wasn't sure about this spell yet, but I think this is a good one. So I need a 5 for the dais.
Guys, goes up. That is good.
4.
Yep, you are good. That's a 10. I guess I have the Verminlord. Yeah, I'll try and stop with the Verminlord. So I need an 11 to stop that bad boy. Ha! No. Dice is all yours. She jumps on her dice, gets a little bit further forward. And what does this do for her?
This gives her 12-inch move, that's all.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, well, she's faster.
And I think it expands range. I'll have to check the rules, but I think the spell range is a little different. But again, I'll look at it and see.
So this is an endless spell if I
Yes.
want to try to dispel that.
Yep.
I have to give up some casting over that. I'll think about that later. Anything else in the hero phase?
I've got one more spell, but I gotta figure. I think I'm gonna put Mystic Shield on my general because I just don't. Or I could cast a bolt. Let's go with the general, Mystic Shield.
Mystic Shield.
No.
Oh, it fails. Okay.
Run. 12 plus 5.
Woo-hoo.
Nice. 17.
17-inch run. And they're gonna come right up and around.
So right there.
And, the first steps to winning over this objective.
3.
Moving 12 on her. She's gonna
12.
be aggressive.
So I could go.
Yeah, you got a
I
lot
can go
of movement.
quite a bit. Yeah, let's go right there.
Ooh. She makes a
Staying
jump.
3 inches away.
I like the aggressive maneuvers here. I am not too sure how this will play out. I know there's a lot of reinforcements coming down, and I still have to weather some shooting, so we'll see.
We're gonna book it.
Running the hornblower.
7.
There you go, 7 inches towards the well.
Yep. And the nice thing is the horn, it used to be that when you blow it, 18 inches, anybody around it, now it's only enemy units. So I can actually have my units near
Oh,
me
nice.
not get hurt. So that's
It
not
hurt your own guys too?
It used to.
I guess you'd pick a piece of terrain then
terrain
with.
feature and anything within 3 inches.
Huh. Well, that's good. Nice quality of life change.
Yeah. So the general's gonna move up 12,
Oh, yeah, these
staying
guys-
3 away.
What was his mount trait? Did you pick one?
Oh, that's right. So I'm gonna pick a unit to re-roll the mount's attacks and wounds. So it was gonna be one of the big units. So a 1 through 3 will go here.
Oh, you're just randomizing it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's that.
Yeah, that unit.
So your rerolls hit
Attacks.
attacks against them, hit
And,
rolls?
and wounds.
Oh, nice.
Priest is going to run as well. He likes to stay with the group because he can do some healing. So 6 plus 4 is 10. And his good boy will follow him.
The goodest boy of the game.
Goodest boy. And then these guys are just going to move up.
Yeah, there's no penalty to them.
No, so just to kind of, now I think I'm in range to do the, I guess it's Grapeshot kind of?
The Grapeshot equivalent, yeah, you shoot 4 things for
Yeah.
4 shots instead of just the one.
Depending on 18-inch range.
Well, that's going to chew me up. And now we have a table. Everything from the Stormcast Eternals that showed up. Castigators drop down. Liberators, sorry, not Castigators.
Sequitors.
Sequitors and Liberators over there. Castigators way over in this corner, going to be peppering me from behind. And there's one more unit that showed up. Where was it? Was there?
There's just these two.
Those two.
And those two.
Oh, there's only the 4 units, that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm completely surrounded except for my back line, so we got a good flanking assault going on here. That's it for movement. Where do you want to start for shooting?
Ooh. Let's go with the good stuff, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Let's shoot some good
So
stuff.
18, I really want to whittle these down. So both of these are going to go into them.
Just roll all the dice.
Yeah,
then.
so I'm going to have 4 shots for each one. So it'll be 8 shots. I'm normally hitting on 5, so now I'm going to be hitting on 4s.
Yeah, because the Lord Ordinator.
Yeah,
here.
because...
Woo! Here we go, and each successful hit is actually D6 hits. So
Ooh.
did you? You got 1 4. He helped you on one of those. So why don't
Yeah.
you roll those up, and then
So
we'll see how
this
many
is
shots it is.
D6 each.
So 7, 8, 9.
Oh, man.
Oh wow, plus 11. That is 20 hits. Oh no! Here we have 20 wounds on 3s.
3s.
And it goes right through my armor, shreds right through it. And I will have simply a 6 up to ignore damage because of the Congregation of Filth, which I'm within range of. I certainly don't feel like losing anyone here. Okay, the battalion will save 3, which means 5, 8 die. Sorry, yeah, 9 die. Well, honestly, these ones are not going to be that important, so those 5 will die. And then we're going to shave 4 more from 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they have to channel power into their shots. What do you want to do here?
So I'm going to re-roll my hits because I think they got a pretty weak armor.
Oh, they 100%.
So they have a
do.
-1 anyway. The green's going to be my champion, so they hit different.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
So it looks like everything hits except
For the 1, and then 3's to wound.
3's to wound me. We got
3.
1 fail. I forgot we reroll hit rolls.
Yeah, we
missed.
just said it.
Oh,
No, that's why. If you miss it,
yeah. How much damage is this? Just
1 each.
All right, so I have a 6 up to ignore the damage because we're near him. So 3 still die. Oh, not you. We're gonna go. I guess we'll take you and leave you 2 right there. That will conclude shooting. Brings us to charging.
let's start with the Incantor because it's the closest.
All right, she's gonna do a charge. Which
5?
5 is good
Yeah,
enough to get her in.
over there. Yeah, I had to think it over. I was maybe going to go there, but I'm going to go there instead. And then we're going to charge with the General.
General is going to charge. He could fail, but he does not. He goes 10.
He
actually.
is actually going to go over here because he has the extra damage to all heroes. Is that a hero?
This is a hero.
Yep. So we'll go there.
This can do mortal wounds with the big thing. It does have the potential to do a lot of damage. I don't know if that matters or
I've
not.
never played it, but I've always liked to knock big models off. So.
All right, so he's gonna go charge into the big thing.
The Dracolines, they get to charge because of the Hornblower.
Right.
And they have the reroll if I need it, which
And
I'm
they
going
will.
to.
Yeah. And we got a 3 and a
6. I don't think that does it.
I think that's falling short.
That's out.
So we got a couple heroes and we have a bunch of 9-inch charges to try and pull off here.
All right, here we go.
First one is
a no.
Is a no. And then we have I assume they're not charging.
No, they're gonna stay.
So these two.
The Sequitur's here. No.
Oh
and then
no, Denny!
Oh, one short. And no point in wasting command points.
The big guy's definitely gonna go first there. Over the what's her name there. Now, do you want to pop your vials?
Oh.
You could. I don't.
No, I think I'm alright.
So the way this sensor works, before you declare any actual fighting, I pick a unit within range, and on a 2-up, you suffer D3 plus 4 mortal wounds. So it can do up to 7 mortal wounds, and then they have like little tiny, like superficial attacks afterwards. The sensor does a lot of damage, so it could one-shot him.
Oh, so on a 2-up, you could just straight up kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that would change your charge. Because I'll let you take back that charge. No, 'cause it's a big thing. It does do a lot of damage. Well, I guess you're expecting other things to get into. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to deal with that guy eventually. I'm gonna stay, because you know what? Let's go. Let's roll the dice.
I don't want you to feel like
it's
big
cool.
Surprise damage from the big guy.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll stay. I've already made the model move, so.
If you wound him, the potential of the more wounds go down though.
Okay, so that's good.
That.
So I just got to survive the first burst.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he'll go first, attacking me. Okay, so now we have him fighting. Do you want to pile in at all, or are you happy where he is?
I'm gonna just pile over a little bit.
A V bit. All right.
Kind of maybe hold it so you can't get around there, just in case.
Just make a line.
Yeah.
So he's gonna attack with his Aether Stave.
Yeah, Aether Stave. So 3s and 3s.
Does he have any rerolls?
No.
So
The bird does.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, we have
-1, so -1 save.
We have a 5-up armor, which we fail.
And it's D3 plus 1 because of the.
So 2 damage.
Yeah.
So I ignore damage on a 5-up because I got the altar of I got the symbol of the Great Horned Rat. Protection of the Horned Rat, 5-up to ignore damage. I'm taking 2. That's gonna bring him down to 11 wounds remaining. Mount.
3s and 3s. Okay.
We all hit, nice. And I think it does something bonus on 6s.
On 6s to hit, it was a mortal wound.
Okay. So you have 3 wounds.
So 3 wounds, -2 rend.
Ooh, so I have 6-up armor save against that then.
1 damage.
And I fail all of those, and the Protection of the Horned Rat says I take still 3 damage. Actually, he did a pretty good amount of damage. He's down to, now only his weapons plus 1 damage, right? Not the actual amount?
Not the mount, just the staff.
Alright, so he's down to 8 then. There it is. I think I'm just gonna go next with these Plague Monks, and they're gonna try and attack the Knight Incantor. So after piling in the rats, I'm keeping these 4 over here because they are in range of the objective. They are not going to choose to pile in. 11 are attacking the Knight Incantor, and 2 are attacking the Lord Arcanum. So I'm going to do the 2 against the Lord Arcanum first. There are only 2 attacks each because you charged me. These are into the Lord Arcanum. We get +1 to hit and +1 to wound because we're still 31 strong. And we roll hit rolls because we have double weapon. We have a 6 to hit. Now we start different dice pools. Now this 6 to hit is a rend, and these ones are no rend. And these are wounding on 3s, and 6s are double damage here. So we have 3 wounds. I don't have to re-roll. These are, so one's at a 4-up, and the other ones are 3-up. So you take no damage. And the 11 attacking her are going to be 22 attacks. Hitting on 3s with 22 attacks. Re-rolling hit rolls, and 6s are good. That was a 5. I knocked it over. The re-roll, helping a little bit, but not getting me any 6s. Only getting 1 6, so the green die in there is the 6. These are 3s to wound, re-rolling because they have the prayer from the Plague Furnace still active from last hero phase. And then the re-roll, and now we have 1 failed, and all the 6s are... So we have 3 different pools here. We have one that's rend 1, 2 damage. These are 2 damage.
Okay.
No rend.
So this would be a 4-up on the green.
So these are all 4-ups. Wait, no, yeah, that's a 4-up on the green. You're right, 3-ups on these ones. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 damage.
7 damage?
Yeah, she goes down then.
Yeah, because even if I come back, I take another wound.
That's right, yeah, she'd come back with 1 wound and then the damage would keep applying. Yeah, she would just keep dying. With Cycle of the Storm. So they start feeding on her corpse. The Plague Sensor, or the Plague Furnace, is the last thing to attack the
Grapeshot.
Yeah, the Grip Charger, Lord Arcanum. I'll do the sensor first. The Great Plague Sensor is going to swing and attempt to hit the Lord Arcanum on a 2-up, so he actually avoids it.
Whew.
It's quite good for him.
Yes.
The poor little Plague Priest is going to try and poke you with his staff. We hit. 3 to wound. Hey, we wound. Rend 1. 4 up.
So 4 up. This will probably go. No,
you're
save
good.
it.
We got the Fetid Blades of the Crew on the Furnace. 4 is to hit. We have 3 hits. Very average. Oh, not average.
Ooh.
No Rend, though.
No Ren, so 3 up. Good.
Oh, he is just tanking the sensor and everything.
Boss.
And we have D6 attacks from the rusty spikes on the front of it. It's going to be 3. 3 to hit. 3 to wound. We got 2 wounds at Rend 1.
4 up.
Only 1 damage. Hey, he takes
man.
from a guy who I thought was going to die.
I was
it's
talking
fine.
so much junk on that guy. You have no idea.
Oh.
And he has proven me wrong.
He is going to hold, and he's going to hold, he's actually going to tie all of this down, which is not good for me. Because if I get to go next, these guys are just stuck here fighting him. They can't retreat and charge. That means I have to rely on them over there. Yikes. That's a big upset. That's a good turnaround for the lack of charging elsewhere. So I'm okay with that completely. And that's pretty much it for the turn. Now we come to morale. Or battle shock, I should say. And by battle shock, I mean you're fine. I have to do a lot of it, I think. Now, if they're within range of the sensors, they make them immune. Or the plague furnaces, because they have the symbol of the Great Horned Rat. The monks really like that. This one is wholly within 13 inches of both squads, so they're immune to battle shock because of the symbol of the Great Horned Rat. Well, the plague monks seem to be doing pretty well so far. For scoring, were you able to take that? That one's contested.
No, we are both contested. You've got the one here on the left still because we counted out. You had 4 models in range. I had 3.
Yeah, you got these 2 in that.
And
guy
over
there.
here we're 7 and 7.
7 and 7, eh? All right.
Yeah.
So that'll be 1 point for the Stormcast Eternals then, because that's definitely your objective. All right, now we got a pretty important roll off here, Denny, for turn 2. I don't know how I want this to go. I got a 2. Hey! All right, so we have the potential double turn.
I have to do it.
I think you have to do it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be the double turn for Stormcast Eternals to try and make up for what just happened, or time you up a little bit more.
Yeah. Empower?
Opening with an Empower
Yep.
to get it. I could try and stop that. He can cast 1 spell himself.
Yep.
So he can, I'm going to double check. I think he can stop 2. He is in range to stop it, and he can unbind 2, so he will attempt. He fails. They will be empowering themselves.
He's going to blow the horn, let them run and charge, just in case, you never know.
That's huge.
And then my general, I gave him a spell, Thunder Shock, I believe. So it's a 6-inch like wave, where I give you -1 to hit and a mortal wound on 4 up. Which I get it, so you have a chance to unbind.
I will definitely try and stop that. I need
that's
to show
kind of important.
10! Oh, I'm off by 1! So what is everything?
So everything within 6. So that's just basically, I think it's actually...
It might be that guy back there.
So this unit, and that unit. On a 4 up, a -1 to hit, and you take a mortal wound. So we'll start here, which is the important one.
They're -1 to hit. Huge.
So -1 to hit and a mortal wound. And then on your general, no. And then on the Vermin Lord, yes. So he takes a mortal wound, -1 to hit.
Okay, so they ignore the mortal wound on 6. They don't. He ignores mortal wounds as well. I think no, definitely not on that. I think he has a 5 to ignore mortal wounds. So they both take a damage. So I'm just going to pull... I don't know if it really matters. I'm going to pull this guy. He's got 11 wounds remaining. That'll bring us to movement.
We're going to move up just 5. Hopefully I can control this objective now. Well, I think I would, right? Now that I'm here on my turn, because I'd have more models.
Yeah, assuming if you don't charge in and lose models, then it's all yours.
Oh.
And now the Sequitors move up.
They're going to
as
move
well.
up because I think I want to charge here and just tie these guys up. And I'm praying
Now, I will say
that they don't get destroyed.
that those guys are much better than these guys because of their weapon loadout. So they have double the attacks. Actually, sometimes triple.
I guess I could just charge in and put one guy in.
You could.
Cheeky, right?
You could put one guy in.
Oh, that's not fun though.
Well, no, that's assuming, like, I could still get a lot to pile in, though, so it depends on where that one guy goes.
Yeah. Gonna move.
Priestly boy?
He's gonna run away. He's gonna go here. Try to get some, and we're gonna move up 3 again.
Yep, get in range more.
Just to keep in range and shoot.
Now, what about the Hornblower?
I think he's gonna just move up 5. He'll run. Why not, right?
Run him.
5 plus 2 is 7.
Towards the objective, an extra body.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go here. I have to be within 6, which I definitely am. I'm gonna go there.
Running the Dracolines.
Dracolines, 12 plus 5. Ooh, okay.
They're going to run over that way. And they can still charge after.
Yes. And then my Sequitors are on a march forward.
They're gonna run in and just kind of hold down the objective.
Yeah, normally I'd like to fight, but I think we're just gonna do that. So 5 and 3 is 8, minus 1 there,
Jumping
7
over the wall, and they're gonna hunker down behind that building. That is that for their movement.
I think that's everybody. They're still on mole duty in the corner.
Yep, they're way back there. Now, what are the Castigators? Do they want to move at all?
No, I learned my lesson about charging those guys. So they're just gonna sit and shoot, I think. Well, actually, I could get rid of them. And
Well, they're super weak as well. They buckle
Ooh.
pretty easily. I don't know if they're super important to kill right now. I think.
I'm gonna just move them up 5 because at least then I have an option to threaten that you're gonna have to deal with these guys at some point.
At some point, yes. So that is it for there. And now we got a bunch of shooting. You want to do the good stuff first, or the slightly less good stuff?
Yeah, let's do the good stuff.
And I assume we're gonna put power into rerolling hit rolls.
Of course, same thing. Ooh, no.
So now we're gonna start firing with these. Are you doing both at the same time again?
Yeah, I was thinking it over, and I think these guys. I just want to get rid of my generals there. I need him alive. And
Right. You want to win this flank.
Yes, and then at least I will control that objective now, and then I can do the rest. So they're gonna hit. No needing 4s now instead of 5s because of the. Ooh.
Oh, he helped though because he got the 2 extra hits from him.
Yes, 3s.
D6 hits per hit. Oh, 9.
Okay,
nice.
make up.
That makes up for it quite a bit. 3s to wound. And this time we got not nearly as good as the last one, but we got 6 up to ignore the damage. 4 to go get shot down. 4 that get shot down will be these 4. Nice.
Castigators are gonna shoot in the same spot. 3s and 2s.
They get to reroll with 2.
Yep.
And
That's cocked. We can't do that. Okay, they all hit. 3s to wound. 1.
Good enough.
Yeah.
That's
So
4
4 saves.
Now what does the leader do? He just gets +1 to
Just
hit?
a +1 to hit.
All right. 6s to ignore the damage. We take 4. That is still 4 that get gunned down or bolted down. And of those 4, we're gonna take you, and then you 2. Dracoline, charge your clock.
Yeah. So I can re-roll this if needed.
Jeez.
God.
Not again. There.
4. Barely.
Good enough. I'm gonna roll it good enough. It's gonna all charge in right there.
I'm gonna charge here. I need a
4. Are you 4.5 weight? It looks like you are.
4.5 is no. I'm out. I'm gonna command point it because I'm sick of failing charges.
Okay.
I have to.
Command point reroll with the general. Hey, we make it. They're gonna end up there getting all in.
I'm actually gonna make one more charge. I'm thinking it over. I know this is a terrible idea, but I'm trying to really hold you back.
Trying your best to hold the line.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Oh, they're going into the plague ones with the staves. Now I have warned Denny that these plague ones with staves are real nasty. All right, and now we're gonna go into the start of the combat phase. You can break vials.
I'm gonna break all 3 at this
Boom! All right, so 3 mortal wounds on them.
3d3, right? Because they're 10 or more.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Bang, bang, bang.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So that's 3 in my hand. 6 is to ignore the mortal wounds. So that's going to be 3 who die. And then, because this is a combat phase, I think my icon triggers. And as they die, they explode and maybe do mortal wounds back to you. You take nothing. The banner actually only works for melee attacks. It's not the. I just assumed it was the combat phase. I kind of rolled the dice, then checked the rule. Sometimes, that happens. 4 guys are going to die, though. So I'm going to take from you. And I'm going to leave 1 model left. And now my big guy takes 3 damage, but he ignores them on 5s. He takes,
5, and I didn't roll yet.
he's only 1 model.
It's D3.
Oh, it's still a D3 for him?
So, 3.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't.
For the flats, right?
Yeah.
So I do take, well, it would be 3 more wounds, but I ignore 1, so I'm down to 6. That's actually pretty bad. He's half dead.
I think the general's gonna put, and the bird. Let's get rid of this guy.
I think at this point with 6 wounds left, I think you got him.
Yeah. So 3s,
Good start.
and then 3s.
Oh, I was gonna lose my immune morale. Am I ignoring? Okay, so 2.
2 minus 1.
So that 4 goes to a 5 up. Oh.
Ew.
We still have the Griff Charger though. All right, now the Griff
Bird, 3s and 3s.
Got 2 hits. And 2
Minus
wounds.
1 rend. Or 2 rend.
Minus 2,
2
so
rend.
6 up armor. Oh, it failed
1
both.
damage.
And protection of the Great Horned Rat. Hey, we save damage. We go down to 5. But because he had +1 damage on his weapon, he had the potential to kill him pretty easily there. You know what? I don't need you anymore. He will go down just to 5. These guys are super crippled. They're -1 to hit currently, and I've got 5. I got less than 20 guys, so I don't get +1 to hit either. So they're just 5s to hit, 4s to wound at this point. But I don't want to die to the Dracoline.
It's only if you're hit.
Now, before I attack with these guys over here, I'm actually probably going to attack with them, but I'm going to use this command ability now. It doesn't say it to be at the start of the combat phase. You can use it at any point in the combat phase, which is pretty flexible for a model, especially in this time period of Age of Sigmar. You're going to tell them, because they're within range, to reroll hit rolls. So it's going to be just a ton of dice from them. I am going to go with these guys, though. They're rerolling ones to hit with the command ability. I'll do them later. I'm hoping that the Sequitors don't do enough damage to them, or as much damage as I'm afraid they could do. These guys are going to attack to try and do as much damage before they die. After piling in, 8 Plague Monks attacking the Dracolines, and 6 attacking the Lord Celestin, or the Lord Arcanum. I'll attack him first, though. Now, -1 to hit, and I'm not +1 to hit anymore because you absolutely annihilated my unit. We're hitting on 5s. Re-rolling hit rolls, though. I'm going to see if it's failed hit rolls. The new books are better. Yeah, I get to re-roll all hit rolls, so I don't have to worry if they... I could technically re-roll the successful ones, but the -1 to hit saves you a bunch.
You got a 5 in there. You can add one. There you go.
That's actually not a 6, that's a 5, you're right. So I got another 6 and another 5. So the 6s are Ren 1. These are just normal damage. Okay. So now these are the Ren 1s rolling to wound. I'm looking for 4s, re-rollable because of the prayer. So that's a fail. Now this is a Ren 1, 2 damage wound. This is a Ren 1, 1 damage wound.
So let's do this.
And so we take 3 damage so far. And then the rest of the wounds from earlier.
He's got a 3-up save, so...
Oh wait, it would have been... Right, so,
2.
Yeah.
So I got 2 left.
Yeah. So that's the 1 wound, re-rollable. So 2 wounds at no rend on him.
3-up.
And he takes just 1 more damage. So he would actually die because he took 2 damage from the 2 damage attack and then the rend. And that was actually just enough to take him out. And now I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys attacking over here for 14 attacks. Hitting on 5s, re-rollable. Only 6s. The re-roll gives me
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty good. So the blades are helping out quite a bit. Now I'll keep a separate pool of them. So these are wounding on 4s, re-rollable because of the prayer. Okay, so this is a separate pool over here. This is my favorite thing to do with these guys. So this is a pool of 2 damage, no rend.
Okay, so these are 4-ups.
So that is going to be no damage, and these are 1 damage, no rend.
So 4-up again.
So
1 goes through.
1 whole damage, and then these are all rend. So these are wounding on 4s, re-rollable. And there. So we have 2 at 2 damage with a rend.
So 4-up. Okay.
Well, I think they'd be 5-ups, but you pass both of them. And then these are rend with or just 1 damage.
So
2.
2.
So he goes down to 2, and that's all I've got for them. Okay. And we're putting power into the shields for the Sequitors, so they're going to go ahead and attack my Plague Monks now.
The prime.
Here are the Great Maces into the unit.
3s.
3s. 2 misses. 3s to wound.
1.
That's rend though. I got no save. That's
2 damage.
Flat 2. So 2 guys die so far, and then we have 2, 4, 6 attacks for the rest of the guys. 3s.
Alrighty. I think.
And 3s. I think you had 1 more.
1 more.
So
There,
2.
2.
And that's 2 more dead. So 4 die in total.
No rend.
Actually, never mind. They don't have rend. 6-up save. So 4 die in total. But before they die, they have the Battalion's Protection, the Congregation of Filth on 6s. So yeah, they're dead. But because of their banner, when they die, they explode and do 1 mortal wound to you. Here's your wound marker for your guy that died, and 4 of my guys are going to die. So
I guess Grand Mace. I don't like to do that, but...
Oh, because of the splitting?
Yeah. But gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, so that one guy's going to die. This guy's going to die. That guy's probably going to make it in. Ugh. Actually, a lot of these guys are probably going to make it in, so you're going to die. And you're going to die. Nope, 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 nope. You're going to die. All 4 of you die. All I have left to attack with are these Plague Monks, so we're going to go ahead and pile in. So we've piled in, have to keep that daisy chain to keep them coherent. We are going to have... I'll do all the swords attacking over here, then I'll do all the stabs. And then over here I'll do all the swords and all the stabs. He technically doesn't have a stab, so you don't have to worry about him. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 swords attacking over here, so I'll do that. We are hitting on 3s because we have a big unit size. We are Skaven. And we have the command ability from the Vermin Lord, allowing us to reroll hit rolls. The reroll. This is what I got so far. On one note, there's actually only 29 Plague Monks there, so you've killed exactly 11, which is exactly enough to take away +1 to wound. Now these guys are wounding on 4s with their swords. No re-rolling.
That was huge.
That's a not great roll for me. So these are going to be no rend. Oh, 1 more. All right, so these are no rend and 1 damage, and that's
So that's for my castigator. So 4.
There was 1 6 in there. You have to roll separate because it's 2 damage. So we'll do that one. He's fine.
He's fine.
And then
these are 4-ups because there's no rend, right?
Right. And then you get to reroll.
3. No, these are in the castigate, or
Oh, these are the
okay, so 3 up or 4 up re-rolling.
So
1,
2 damage so far. These were the ones that were rend 1. This is probably the easiest way to do it. Not re-rolling, that was actually pretty good. So these are all 2 damage each with a rend of 1. And then these are 2 damage with no rend.
So 5 up here, re-rolling.
Yep. Nice!
Ooh.
So these are just 2 damage with no rend. Or no, yeah.
4 up, re-rolling.
Re-rolling. So you made both of them. Those are actually 1 damage with a rend, but you made both of them. So that was really good. And then I'll do all the staffs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 staff attacks. But these are only 1 attack each.
Okay.
These Sequitors are actually going to hold because that was an amazing amount of saves. Now here are the staff attacks. They hit on 3s, re-rollable, re-rolling, helping quite a bit. The 6s are rend 1. These wound on 5s though. So here are the 1 damage, no rends.
Okay, 2 of those.
So those are no rend, 2 damage. You make both of those, and these are rends. Do we get anything? We get 1 at 1 damage and 1 at 2 damage.
Okay, so the 2 damage, re-rolling.
Re-rollable.
Nope,
That's 2.
And then
Get past it. So just 4 damage.
4
total.
damage, so 2 guys. So we're gonna kill this guy,
1, 2.
this guy, and then float a wound.
Yep. So if you want, you could use the cycle of the. Oh, never mind. I forgot he died. My bad. Now I attack the castigators. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9 because he's touching him. Sword attacks at 18. Swords on 3s because we get the +1 to hit. And we reroll for the command ability, giving me 2 misses. These are the ones that aren't rending. These wound on 4s, not re-rolling. So this is 1 damage, no rend. These are 2 damages, no rend.
2 damage, no rend, 4 up. So 5 and a...
Rerollable?
No. Castigator,
Oh, the
right?
castigator, so that's just 2 damage.
And then 4 up. No.
So that's 3.
3 wounds, so 1, and then a floating wound.
So and then now here's the ones with rend on 4s. We have 2 at 1 damage and 1 at 2 damage.
No reroll?
No rerolling on their wounds.
Okay.
So that's 2 damage and 2 more damage because of the rend.
So 2 more guys just totally bite it.
So, and now they're staff attacks. Staff attacks, hitting on 3s because of their unit size, are re-rollable. We have 1 6, which is going to be 2 6s, which rend, so I'll do those separate. And then these are wounding on 5s because I lost my unit size. So we have 1 at no rend, 1 damage. So 1 damage, and these are 2 damage, no rend. So nothing there. Okay. And then these are rend with nothing.
Okay.
So 1 guy dies. You know what? The Plague Monks didn't do all that much there. Losing the +1 to wound kind of sucked, and being able to split my unit was huge. Now they're going to attack back, 4 attacks. He piled in.
Yep, 4s and 4s. Oh,
Nice.
He got angry.
That's not good.
Whoa.
Oh, that's not good. All right.
No
so
rend. Just
6 up armor. We have a 6 up to ignore damage because we're wholly within 18. Oh.
Okay.
And so 1 guy dies and he explodes on a 6. He does not. So 1 guy goes down. We'll take you. All right. Now the Draco lines are going to eat up these Plague Monks.
the green dice is my grand stave.
All right.
Everything's 3s and 3s.
So we have just a couple misses.
Just one miss.
Pretty good.
And then 3s to wound. Okay.
This is the wound pool. The greens are the grand staves. They don't have a rend. These ones are rend 1, so they go right through. So I have a 6 up to ignore damage. They're 1 damage. And 3 guys are dying, and they return wounds back to you on 6s. So they don't. So 3 guys are dead. I'll keep track of that over there. These are 6 up armor saves, but 2 damage each. So that's total 4 damage, which I ignore on 6s because of the battalion. So 2 are going to die, and 6s to blow back. No, so I lose 5 guys. Yeah, now the rest of the actual mount attacks.
So the mounts get 3s and 3s.
Do they give you a bonus for charging?
D3 damage on the charge.
Nice. Okay, so that's a pretty good hit overall.
Yeah, and then 3s to wound.
And I assume there's a rend.
-1.
So that goes right through. That's just D3 damage each.
3 to E3. 1, 2, 5.
So I got 5 saves to make here. 6s, that is, because of the battalion. So that means 3 or more are going to die. So 5 become... Nope. So 8 guys die. Well, I didn't lose... I thought I was going to lose more, but I actually made a lot of 6-up saves. So that's 6 dead, 7, 8 dead. All from... I want to be able to move that thing at the same time, so I can't actually afford to lose them. So they're going to have to go back, and I'm going to lose like a sparse amount of them randomly. 8 guys are going to die there, and I'll leave those 4 in range to help out the rest to move him when I need to move him. Battle shock time!
3 or less I need. Okay.
Oh, you're good there.
Because I lost 4.
And then you can't fail over there.
Yep.
Now for my battle shocks... Oh, damn.
I can lose... I lost 2, so I'm bravery 7, so 6. No, I'm good.
Good too. So now these guys over here would have to take a pretty heavy one, but they're near this, so they automatically pass. And these guys over here, there's a couple models over here I overextended. I knew I did that, but I was willing to take the risk. I lost 5? Actually ended up losing 9 from over here. I think it was in combination of shooting and charging and fighting. I have it marked down as 9. I have a special pile for my wounds, so it is what it is. 9 plus a 1, so 10. Not that bad. I think I have 20 guys. It's true. So I am leadership 9 because I have at least 20 guys. So for every 10 I have, I actually get +2 bravery being a rat. And I rolled a 1. So total of 10. One's gonna run. It'll be you. It'll be you. Yeah. What about them? They get to do
mortal wounds.
The twirling lightning mortal wounds.
So 4.
4 more mortal wounds at me. And that's not a melee attack, so I can't explode and do damage back at you, but I can ignore it, or attempt to ignore it. 6 is to ignore it from the thing, so 2 more would die because of their little lightning arcs. 1 and 2, I suppose.
Kitties are...
That's pretty much it for the turn. Now for scoring, I think we have all the objectives now. Because you held over there. What do you got? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Does he count as a model?
That's a model, I guess, yeah, but I don't know if he's in range. I'll have to check.
We actually have 9 and 9 models in range of that objective, but that one's yours and that one's yours for a total of 3 victory points. Which puts the score 5-4 for the Skaven, the Pestilens, at the bottom of turn. Well, I get to go at the bottom of turn too. The Plague Priest on the Plague Prince is going to pray for filth on himself. 3 up rerollable. Oh! He gets a Great Plague off. So he's going to get filth on himself, rerolling wound rolls. Now let's find a Great Plague, an appropriate Great Plague. You know what? These plagues aren't that great. The Bubonic Blight Plague is like the one good prayer, or the one plague, but it's not going to really go off over here that well. But I want to also do a lot of mortal wounds to them. In fact, I don't see the Blight Plague doing... It could be big over there. But even then, I don't have any priests near that. I guess he would have to get the Blight Plague off. But you know what? I'm just going to do the Bubonic Blight Plague to do mortal wounds to them and see if I get lucky. You're going to suffer. So it's D6 mortal wounds. If I kill that unit, then the nearest unit takes D3 mortal wounds, and you keep going until there's no units nearby, or until I fail to kill something. So I'm obviously not going to kill them. But they will take 4 mortal wounds, so 2 of them will die. That's him done. He is going to pray for Pestilens. I pick a point within 13 inches, and every unit within range of that, within 3 inches of that point, takes mortal wounds on a 4-up. So I'm going to pray for it. Oh, amazing. We get another Great Plague, everyone. Never mind, I can only do 1 Great Plague a turn, so even though I got the 6. So he's going to pick somewhere within 13 inches, eh? Pick this point right here. You don't need line of sight. So the Sequitors take D3 mortal wounds on a 4-up. They do. I'll reroll that. They do so, and they suffer 3 mortal wounds. So
1, 2... And then let's float 1 over here on this guy.
This guy over there. And then they will take mortal wounds. They don't. This one here's going to pray for Pestilens. Yeah, we get it. Another Great Plague, but I can't do... That's what is going on? They're not that great. Stop giving me 6s.
The devil. 666, right?
I'm going to... Yeah, really, 666. I'm going to pick here, just because I can't hit all of them.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pick this point here, and then them on a 4-up. They take D3 mortal wounds. They take 3. I'm dishing out a lot of mortal wounds this turn.
And a lot of 6s.
Yeah, nothing but 6s.
So these 2 guys are dead.
And then they will suffer nothing. And this last prayer is going to be filth. We get it. I have to choose something holy within 13. They get to reroll wound rolls. They're too far away. I would have picked them for Rabbit if I could. I'm going to pick filth on the catapult, so it can reroll wound rolls, just in case. It can do D6 damage, so it's not so bad. Actually, you can kill that guy off because you want the shield?
Yeah, reroll, save. I looked at it, didn't realize that was my...
No, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. Verminlord Corruptor is going to cast Dreaded Plague as a spell. Ooh.
9?
Got it with a 9.
My priest can actually try to dispel, and it didn't matter. I rolled a 1.
Alright, so I'm going to pick a unit within 13 inches, and I roll a die for every unit in that model, or every model in that unit. I'm going to pick them. I roll 5 dice for every 4-up. They take a mortal wound.
Nice.
The Dreaded Plague. 4 mortal wounds, 2 liberators. That's a lot of mortal wounds this turn, guys. And then he's going to call for the Warp Lightning Storm, because I remember that as I cast the Dreaded Plague. The Warp Lightning Storm is the endless spell I have. It goes off on not that, so we're done. I wish it was the other way around. That would have done a lot more mortal wounds. We're doing okay. Now we're on to the movement phase. This guy's stuck here, so I'm going to have to retreat them out of here to give this guy support so we can crash into them to start doing some damage. So I'm going to do that first. They're going to run and retreat. They're going to run, oh wow, +1. So they go 13 inches. So 2 more things I have to do before they technically move. He had a scroll, or he had the book. He's the bringer of the word. And he has to pick a unit within range, and on a 4 up you take a mortal wound, and on a 6 you take D3. You take 1 mortal wound on them. Boop. Same thing for this guy. So he's gonna pick that unit there. On a 4 up they take a mortal wound. They don't. Also at the start of the hero phase, Ballistivus the Living Cyst has to pass to another hero wholly within 13. So the relic, the Cyst relic actually jumps to him, so he's got that relic now. And then they would move there, and I can continue the rest of my movement phase. Now that there's enough models within range of him, I believe. There are 10 of them there to push this. He's gonna unlock his movement potential to go there. I guess I didn't actually have to do that. I could have charged him. Actually, it says it can't move at all unless it starts any move within 6 inches of 10 models. So it can't, ideally it can't move. It can't run when it moves. It can't charge, and it can't pile in either unless it has models within range of it. I opt to not move him. He's gonna stay right there so he can support those plague monks over there. Sensor bearers are going to move up and try and take out these castigators. Plague Priest is going to go over this way. Verminlord Corruptor is going to move to about there. He's going to support this flank. These guys are going to move up there 6. They're going to be 9.5 inches away to charge the Sequidors over here. To bring us to shooting, where I have this guy's tail but nothing's in range, and we have the catapult. So the catapult's going to fire. Catapult's gonna fire into the Dracoline Riders. Unleash the Muck. 3 to hit. Pew! Nice, good start. He misses. Charging. He's got models in range of him, so he will charge. Good enough. Good enough. He'll go right there. Get that 1 out of there. And then they're gonna attempt to charge. They need a 9. They fail. My Verminlord Corruptor is gonna attempt to charge. He's gonna roll a 5. Do I re-roll that? Yeah, I'll reroll that. I'll go down to 0 command points. I need an 8 to get in. Ha! Nope. Fails there. I know how you feel. Yeah. Then these sensor bearers will attempt to charge. A 7. Good enough. We're just going to get them all into range here. They have good enough reach that they shouldn't have any troubles getting in. They have 2-inch reach. Now onto the combat phase. You said everything gets power to shields?
Yep.
Shields. Alright. So I'm going to start this combat phase off with... I didn't want to charge with him. It's a little too risky. He's just going to die to the mortal wounds from them. I'm going to start this combat phase off with the sensor bearers over there to try and clean up them so that the plague monks are more free to go that way. So there are 3 attacks each on the charge, 15 attacks hitting on 4s. We get to re-roll for having plague monks nearby. The re-roll gives me a few more. 3s to wound with a rend. Oh, that was an exceptional roll. Yes. So these are -1, 5-up saves. They only have 4 wounds. Yeah, they do go down. Yeah. All right. So the sensor bearers were able to do it. Then these guys pile in and they go ahead and attack. It looks like you got 4 of them in range. 1 hammer, 2... So 1 grand hammer and 3 normal hammers.
Yep. So grand hammer.
Hits on 3s, nice. 3s to wound. Well, 1 wound to rend 1, so I go to a 5-up, which I make. And then we have 6 attacks from normal guys. Unless the Prime's got the grand hammer over here, right?
Yeah, so he's not in range. So 3s and 3s.
Pretty good roll. 3 to wound, 2 fails, and these are going to be no rend, so 4-up armor, and a 5-up to ignore damage. Okay. He's okay, everyone. I got 10 sword attacks. I'll do those first. I think those will probably be enough. And I want to note, I did not pull. I actively avoided pulling them in. 20 attacks, hitting on, well, 3s because of my unit size. Rerollable, it is not because I actually have a staves and I don't have double weapon. I had 5 6s. I'll do those after. These wound on 4s, not rerollable. That is going to be 2 damage and 1 damage with no rends. So you're fine. And then no rend, you're fine there. And these are all rend. So these wound. Okay, so these are 2 damage, 1 rend, and these are 1 damage, 1 rend.
Okay, so 1 damage, 1 rend. Good.
So that's a fail. The 4's a fail. You might not be able to reroll the 4s. I have to look at the rule. Because theirs is still reroll failed saving throw, so the modifier screws that up.
5-ups?
Yep. Rerolling 1s, 2s, and 3s. Okay. So he would die.
Yeah, because he failed it.
That's with the rend. That's technically a success. You can't reroll the success, but then the rend kicks in. But then she does go down.
No.
Waha. Then this attack. So the great sensor, the great blade sensor is going to crash on through and hopefully not roll a 1. Haha! It does D3 plus 4 mortal wounds. That's going to be 5 mortal wounds. Boom.
2, boom.
4, 5. And then I actually get 2d6 rusty spike attacks because I charged. It's going to be 5 attacks. 2s to hit and 3s to wound. And I get to reroll my wound rolls because of the prayer on himself. So 4 wounds at 1 rend. And you get to it's 5 up real 1s, 2s, and 3s. Oh no! The rend. So it's 4 more damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I got just a few more attacks. Little pointy staff hits on a 4, wounds on a 3 with a rend of 1. Don't you need a 5 up. So you can reroll that. 5 up. Nope. That's D3 damage. Just 1. So still got 3 wounds left. And little fetid blades from the crew. Force to hit and force to wound. Rerollable. So we got 3 wounding rolls. And then these are 4 up saves, rerolling everything. Nice. Rerolling everything. And there's one guy with 1 wound left. His poisonous fumes won't work at the end of the combat phase because he's more than 3 inches away from me. That will bring us in the combat phase and this battle shock phase. I have to do mine first, but I'm not actually taking any because I did a pretty good job of mitigating damage. Yeah. Because they're immune to battle shock right now, and he didn't take anything.
Do I run?
So he would probably auto run.
Yeah, he definitely is auto running. Do I care? No, he's gonna go because he's got 1 wound.
We'll get 1 guy with 1
And I'm
wound.
still gonna hold this objective because I don't think that you're.
I don't think I have anything near it.
Yeah,
No.
so I'm just gonna run there, and then the only thing is my liberators lost 3, so on a 6 or 2 on a 6, one of them runs.
Oh yeah, that's actually you lost 2, so that's an 8. Yeah, 1 runs. Yeah, the bravery went up by 1 when their book went up.
Yeah.
That's right. So 1 more runs.
Command point that one. I'll command point that one.
I don't think you can command point reroll the morale.
Oh.
That's a 40k.
That's right. That's right.
So I assume not the grand.
Not that Grand Am or any of the other guys.
So just that guy then.
Yeah. Thanks.
So that will be this will be my objective, and that will be my objective. I don't have that one or that one, so I'm going to be getting just 3 points. But I did a lot of damage there. Now it is all important roll off time. Denny's running to get a die.
Get a die.
Nice. Good haste. Good haste. Good hustle. Good hustle. Now, you got a double turn. I would love a double turn.
Yes.
You went ties though. Oh no! No, you denied me! Dang it. Alright. No, that doesn't count. You get it. Alright, do you want I assume you want the turn.
I have to because there's like I gotta make this work now.
Alright, so this is gonna be Stormcast Eternals turn 3, everybody. So you get your second command point here, and you get to heal a wound with the priest.
Yes, I'm gonna pray. This has never worked, but on a 3-up, I can heal.
Oh no! Why'd you say that first part? What are you doing? This never works.
This never works. Well, usually maybe I'll, reverse psychology.
You're gonna reverse psychology of the die.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here I am trying to say that the die listens to you saying it never works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no healing there. On power. In power.
Yes.
You
can deny.
I might as well try.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do you have any other wizards?
No. That's it.
So I need a 9er. And I will. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, that's what you get no power. In fact, I think we had in power last time when we forgot it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happened. I guess it happened. Sorry, everyone. I'm gonna horn blow them in the hero face as well, so they can run and charge.
Yes. So War Priest is gonna move up 3 inches.
The Liberator's is gonna reposition, but stay there.
And move these guys up 3.
Oh, they're gonna go. Yep, go ahead. You move them up 3. Boop, 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 boop. The little tutor here is gonna go up to the objective. Running the Drac.
12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, they have no shooting attack, so I guess why not, right?
Yeah.
Now, I do think that, yeah, I agree the evocators on foot are much better, but these guys are pretty fast.
Yeah.
Maybe a squad of 6 of them would be kind of cool.
So I gotta stay 3 inches out. So there's there. I think that's the closest I can get.
Yeah,
So like right there.
Get to the front there.
So right there.
So that is their final position. We're actually going to swap the positions of the Drac Alliance. We're going to put a regular guy who had the wound over on their flank so he's not in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the Grand Stave in the middle. These two are going to attempt to pepper these poor Plague Monks that just want to be left alone. Now, to be fair, if you kill the Plague Monks off, this thing can't be pushed.
Yeah, that's the goal.
So kill them, essentially kill that too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 8 shots.
8 shots because I'm within
4s.
18. Hitting on 4s.
Oh, that's a good amount of hits.
That's a good one.
Actually, 0 4s.
Yeah. D6 of these, 6d6.
So 4, 8, 12, 15, 21.
21.
21! That's better than last time. The first time. 3s to essentially, 3s to kill, I think.
Yeah. That's not too shabby.
That's a fair dinkum amount of wounds there. Now I do have a 6 up to ignore damage because they're wholly within 18 of that Plague Furnace. Here we go, 6 to ignore damage!
Oh, I see.
Oh, is that enough to... No, probably not. That's 5 dead. It's 11 dead, 12 dead. That's probably enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I think you just killed them. You just killed the unit. That means I got 5, 6. I can't move this anymore. There's actually 13 of them that die. So 5, 10. Yeah, you killed them enough plus 1. Now we have to roll because of your Storm Host. If a unit kills something completely, they get to reroll hit rolls of 1 for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So on a 1, 2, 3 is this one that killed them.
Okay, so this one gets to reroll 1s.
So that's
for the rest
one
of the game.
Upgraded.
Yep.
charging over here. They are going to get an 8.
I can re-roll it. I'm trying to get down here. I think that's the goal.
To get over there.
Yeah, so I need an 11 here. An 8
8.
again. But I'll just go 8.
So where do you want to go? What do you want to try and beat up?
Well, you said if I get within 3 inches, he can swing. Is it dangerous swing?
So it's the sensor. It does the automatic mortal wounds.
Well, I guess I could move 8 over, and if I rotate enough, I could get over here and throw an attack, correct?
Yeah, so the rule for you won't be able to, if you can't place your model, it's kind of like one of those, you can't do this sort of thing, right? So you have to get the whole unit over it for the 8. You might, I don't know if you'll be able to do that because of their base size.
Yeah.
They're just going to go like that, and they're going to avoid
the
sensor bearer because he can't move. So he's literally this like little piece of terrain that does mortal wounds if anything gets within 3
And the
inches
nice
of
thing
it.
is, if I kill that guy, now I'm re-rolling 1s to hit for the rest of the game.
Yeah, if you kill him off, that's true.
Yeah.
Any other charges?
No, I gotta stay here because I don't want you to move.
Right.
So I have to stay.
Sure. Okay.
Your other stuff's kind of ineffective. It's neutered now at this point.
Yeah,
I
this
guess-
is interesting. Having these plague princes not just sitting there. You've essentially killed them.
Yeah, because I was gonna do something with a heralder, but no, because I need to stay on that objective. Although I don't think you can get anything over there unless you run.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good. I'm just gonna stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are gonna then do our fight over here first.
Yep.
Are you gonna do 2 into him and then that one into him?
Yes.
Alrighty. These 2 attacking my Verminlord Corruptor first on 3s. The green dice are the staff.
Yep.
Which 1 misses from the staff and actually pretty average. Actually, no. 2 misses kind of suck. And then these wound on 3s.
3s.
With a rend on the yellows.
Yep.
So no rend on the
no
green.
rend.
So he was at 11. So these are gonna be 4 up armor saves on the Verminlord, which we make. Then we have the Draco lines as well, which is just another 6 attacks. And they charge, so they get D3 damage.
3s. Okay.
Oh, that's a
I
good hit.
believe that is.
Does a 6 do a thing?
I think I'll have to check, but I'll see.
Yeah, 6s do nada.
And 3s.
2 fails, and these are rend
Minus
1.
1.
And D3 damage because they
Yep.
charged. I fail all of them, so that's 4 D3 damage from the Draco line. Jeez. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8. Protection of the Great Horned Rat on a 5 up. I ignored damage. I take 6. He's down to 5 wounds. That almost took him out in one go.
And I've got the
The one
2
guy.
die. Yeah. So then he gets 4 attacks or 5 attacks because he's a champ. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have 4 attacks
Yeah.
normally. Yeah. So 3s to hit
3s to hit.
and 3s to wound with a rend. So we have 2 with rend. 5 up save goes to a 6 up on him. Fail 1, make 1. So 1 damage so far. We have the Dracoline attacking with its 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Okay. And wounding on a 3. Wow.
Yep. Not scary.
So they're going to do their after attack swings, which is you roll 2 dice for every model, and every 4 up I take a mortal wound.
Yeah.
You're going to do him?
Let's see. I think the one guy might be out of range. I think it's a 3. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm in.
Yeah, they should all be within 3.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have piled them to get within
Yeah.
3.
So
So
4 ups is mortal wounds.
that's going to be 3. Average. Very nice. Protection of the Great Horned Rat. So 3 more. He's got 2 wounds left. He went from 11 to 2 in one go. Huh. Well, I suppose I'm just going to go ahead and attack back. I'll start with him. He only has 6 attacks left with his Plague Reapers on 3s. They missed there because, yeah, he does not have the relic. And 3s to wound. We have 2 wounds at no rend. 4 up armor. Fail 1,
Die.
make 1. Boop, boop. Oh, I should have done that the other way around. That's fine. His relic won't come into play then. Yeah, he has the Brooding Blade that does mortal wounds to a unit that I didn't finish killing. Like a model I didn't finish killing, so that won't come into play there. But now I got my little staff attack and the sensor attack with my little Plague Priest. 4 attack with the staff, hits on a 4, but he's got the Living Cyst, which lets me reroll hit rolls. Oh, it didn't help. And then he's got his sensor. 2 attacks on 4s and 3s. 2 with a rend of 1. 1 damage. So we forgot to blow the horn on turn 2. Turn 1 wasn't in range, and now we said, okay, we're definitely going to blow it on turn 3, but we forgot again. We're going to go ahead and do it.
So it hits this and it hits this. So D3 wounds.
Is it automatic?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me check.
Ooh, that's scary. So you literally pick a terrain feature in range, and each enemy unit within 3 inches of it takes mortal wounds.
So he
D3.
took 3.
So he's got 1 left, and this
And
one,
then that one takes 3.
3. So he's down to 10, and he's got 1 wound left.
I don't think this guy's actually within range. So
Yeah, he might be a
he's
little far.
out. Yeah, he's just out.
He's at 2, he's at 10, and he's at 1. He perseveres. And then at the end of the combat phase, he does mortal wounds to enemies around him. Every enemy unit within 3 takes a mortal wound on a 4 up. 6s are good. Hey! It's actually D3 mortal wounds now.
Nice.
Poisonous Fumes. It's 3 mortal wounds. So he almost dies. 2. Just mortal wounds everywhere, literally. that will be your turn for scoring. You have this objective and that objective giving you another 3 points. That one is still currently mine, and so is this one. Well, I'm going to get a command point, and I'm going to do some prayers. I'm going to start with him. He's going to pray for Pestilens, which is going to be, I'm just going to pick this point here, and on a 4 up to take more wounds. Actually, that's me praying for this, so I have to actually pray for it first. On a 4 up. I fail anyways. So no more wounds from him. He is going to pray for re-rolling wound rolls on... Honestly, I guess them. Yeah, sure, they will re-roll their wound rolls. He gets to re-roll for the Nether Plague? Oh wow, he actually takes a mortal wound. He's down to 9. Oh wait, he ignores on a 5. Protection of the Great Horned Rat, but I still take it. This one's gonna pray for Pestilens on a 4 or more. Or 3 or more, so I get it. I'm gonna pick this point here, and then on a 4 or more they take mortal wounds. They do, and then I'll roll for that. I'm gonna roll for that character there. It does not. So they're gonna suffer 3 mortal wounds. So 1.5 of them die. I assume leaving the prime with 1 wound.
Yeah.
Now this one has them in range. He's going to pray for them to have, well, 1 more attack is the obvious choice. So he's going to pray for Rabbit, I believe. We get it with a 3+. So they all get +1 attack, and they'll get another +1 attack when they charge. It's time to unleash a Warp Lightning Storm, his swan song before he dies. Come on, give me the big numbies! Haha, a 12. Do you have any way to stop it? I don't think so.
Well, priest can actually unbind.
Hey, nice. Get a 12 then.
Do something.
Or don't do it. No, no! Okay, ooh, you scared me. We summon a Warp Lightning Storm here. They're all... This one's wholly within 13 because that's the new eroded rule. It used to be wholly within 26. So you used to annihilate your opponent turn 1. And now these two are within 7 inches of it to form an equilateral triangle. And now, immediately, every unit, including my own, that are within 6 inches of any node on the storm, take D3 mortal wounds on a 4 up. You get +1 to the roll for every additional node you're near, and then unmodified rolls of 6 is D6 mortal wounds, and then it happens at the end of every movement save following it. And we're going to start with this guy's within 6 on a 4 up. He is going to take D6 mortal wounds. He takes 3, zap. Then we'll do the Dracolines. Now, none of my stuff's within 6 now, but if I move later on, it might be. Dracolines. Nope, they're good. Now, these are 2 separate units, correct?
Yes.
So they're only within range of each of them. So on a 3 up, they take mortal wounds. We'll start with that one. They take, yep, they're going to take 2. So they got 5 left.
Yep.
And then this one over here on a 3 up. Nope, that's it for now. And the Ordinator, who is, I'll roll it, and if it's a 2, I'll measure. Nope, he takes D3 mortal wounds, because he might have been within 6 of that one. So he takes 2 mortal wounds.
3 left.
And now for a second spell, he's going to cast Mystic Shield. He gets it with a 6. I assume he can only unbind
Only 1, so I'm
so
stuck.
He'll put Mystic Shield on that right there, so he can reroll saving throws a 1. Running and retreating, the priest in there. Ooh, nice, 6. That he's going to leave combat and he's going to go over here towards this objective, and hopefully he dies to the lightning storm, and then he's, man, it's my objective, as he watches him getting, I don't know, the chair. Vermin Lord Corruptor is going to stay where it is. He's just going to stay fighting. This would not be able to move this turn, but the Censer Bearers do move up. The Catapult's going to stay where it is. Priest here is going to move there. Then I'm going to move some models over this way, just to get 10 in range of that so that can move. And then I'm going to move the rest bunching up over here. You know what? I'll run them first. They're going to go an additional 2 inches towards that sensor. They move up there, and then they're going to move like this. And now this thing can move because it's got 10 Skaven Tide models nearby it. But he's kind of slow already. He's only got 5 moves left. Ooh, but I forgot that Ballistavis, the Living Cyst, at the start of the hero phase, would have had to swap to another hero. I'll put it on him. It's either, well, yeah, definitely not him because he's not moving. So the Living Cyst would have to bounce to him because it has to bounce to another hero within 13, so him. So now he's infected with the Living Cyst. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to not move him at all. I moved him up a wee bit. I'm just going to move him back to where he was. And that way he's just going to charge from where he is when he has 10 models in front of him. I'm just going to charge with him first. Movement phase is done. It's time for Zappy time. Nothing of mine is moved in threatening range of it, so we'll start with the Hornblower on a 4 or more. Oh, he lives! No! Oh, that means the objective is contested, unfortunately. I was hoping he died of the storm. We'll do the Lord Ordinator. He gets it, and he does die to the mortal wounds, and then we'll do that one over there. Unfortunately, they take 4 mortal wounds and die. Because I rolled the 6.
I have 5, so I have 1 left on it.
Oh, my bad. I thought I'd seen a 4, so he's alive. And then this one over here is going to zap and take 3 mortal wounds as well. And the last one are the Dracolines on a 4 or more. They take 1 mortal wound, which is enough to kill 1. Charge time, starting with them. A 5 is probably going to fail. That would pass, but before I do that, I should probably shoot the catapult. The catapult's going to boom and take out that piece of artillery there. Because that thing has been a nuisance, to say the least. Oh, maybe I should just take him out. Yeah, I'm going to take him out. That makes more sense. Pew! We hit. Pew! We wound. We actually wound. It is rend 2. Looking for a save.
Oop, dead.
The 2 and the 5. Yeah, I could roll a 1. Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he does die. So that will be my objective then. And then they would charge in. They have to keep that line going because, well, 5 is just good enough. And he actually doesn't shoot anymore because he's got 0 attacks with his prehensile tail because he's so wounded. I've never actually seen something go down to 0 before. And now, instead of moving the movement phase, I will declare a charge with the sensor first to see where it can go. He's going to go 7, which is enough to get him into here, just to help out with this thing and all that good stuff. Now I am within 6 of the Warplaguing Storm, unfortunately. And now the Plague Monks declare a charge. They get +1 of this roll because they're musician, they get a 6. They will end like that. Now they're all wholly within 13 of this guy again. The Great Plague Furnace is going to attack that Dracoline first. And I'm going to attack with the Great Plague Sensor on a 2 or more. Oh, dang it. Okay, now time to do it the dirty way. I need 1 more d6, please and thank you, because I charged. I get 5 attacks with my Rusty Spikes. Hits on 4s because he's wounded. No re-rolling here either. We have 4 hits, 3s to wound. We got 2 wounds.
-1.
-1.
5 up.
2 damage, and then
Okay.
we have 6 attacks with fetid blades as well. Okay. 4 to hit. And we got 3 hits, 4 to wound. We got 2 wounds with no rend.
So 4 up.
4 ups.
Okay, 1 goes through.
He
Great.
takes 1 more damage, and then I got the pointy stick. It misses, and I got his sensor. Never mind, he gets no sensor. He gives that up for being on the big giant furnace. So they live. So they're gonna go ahead and fight the plague bearers, try and take them out.
Yeah.
Is that the grand stave?
Oh, do I?
What do you want to
Grand
trade?
Stave. Oh, do I try to get them both?
You can take out the big guy, maybe.
So the Dracoline, I'm gonna put all my attacks into the Dracoline, from the Dracoline into that guy,
The
and then
Verminoir.
the weapons here,
Okay, what are we fighting with first then?
the staves.
Staves it is, hitting on, it's 3s and 3s, right?
Oh,
You still
okay.
kill 2 off though. That's
No
a
rend,
one.
so it's just regular.
I have a 6 up armor, so
2
if I fail,
damage.
So 2 die. Bang, bang. 1 wound each.
3. And I will.
Monstrous Dracoline claws.
3s and 3s.
They all hit. Oh, that's
Ooh.
not good news for me.
I need 2 of these.
Okay, got 1. He's gonna live. Rend 1. I fail the save. And protection. He's got 1 wound remaining.
Alrighty.
And then I guess I'll just go with him.
2 die. Then the.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, you can finish him off with that.
So let's go. Yeah. So 2. Oh, do I do 2? 2 and 2.
I think
Two
you
here.
I think you only pick one of my units to do
Okay.
it.
Well, then I'll do them all.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of him.
You only have 1 model, so it's only 2 dice,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. So right here.
and he is dead.
Dead.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
5 up.
5 up.
Yeah, he goes down.
Okay, good.
Oh, no, I lost. No, I just lost my hero with 2 relics. He had Ballista Vista Living Cyst and the blades. Oh no, purge. Well, fine then. I'm gonna go over here. I'll pile in.
He's dead.
All right, so he's gonna die.
He's just dead.
How many wounds does this guy have?
He has 5.
What kind of save does he have? So what, he might not actually die because I only do have 3 models in range to attack him with blades, and I got like 5 with the stabs able to attack. But they have 4 attacks each because they're 2 attacks base with the daggers, and I charged, and I have the prayer on them, so I'm gonna actually have 12 attacks. Yes, 3 guys do have 12 attacks. 3s to hit, no re-rolling, and 6s are rend of 1, so I'll keep a separate pool for them. These are going to be 4s to wound, no re-rolling, so that's going to be 1 damage and 2 damage, no
So
rend.
let me just see if I roll any.
That's true. He's only got 1. Oh, so he does go
dead.
down. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys attacking with swords.
44.
44 attacks.
So it's.
I'm gonna do half, 22, because I think that should be enough to take him out. 3s to hit, no re-rolling. 6s are good though, because they're rend. That was not. I think it was a 3. The regular hits that are just 1 damage, no rend, wounding on 4s. So we have a 2 damage, no rend. So a 2 damage, no rend, and a 1 damage, no rend.
So
4 up. He takes nothing
9.
so far, and this is 1 damage. He takes nothing so far. And then these are Ren 1. We have 2 at 1 damage, Ren 1, and 1 at 2 damage. So we have 1 damage so far, and...
Save if that's not a rend.
That's a rend, yeah. That was a rend. So that's 3 damage in total.
Okay.
And the other 22 attacks from the blades. I still have the stabs to attack with afterwards. No rerolling. These are the 6s with rend, so let's see if I can kill him off with that. So these are 3 damage, well 1 damage each.
5 up?
5 ups.
There
So he does go down. Oh, what about the Gryph-hound? Did I have to... Oh, okay, I guess I have to attack the Gryph-hound too.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot about the Gryph-hound, so I'm just going to put these 2 guys, or I guess these 3 guys that weren't attacking him will attack the Gryph-hound. And that's going to be 12 attacks with the blades. Poor Gryph-hound. 3s to hit the Gryph-hound with the blades. The stabs I won't worry about because they could have declared against the other guy, so I'm not going to bother with them. So the 1/6 is a rend. No wound there. And these are...
I have no save.
2 damage.
So he's got 1 left.
He's got 3 wounds?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. So I'll do... I guess the stabs I said they... Yeah, he'll have his 1 wound left because the stabs technically could have attacked that guy there. So I kind of forgot.
What is that, PETA? What's the company? What's the place that protects animals?
I think it's PETA.
I'm called PETA.
PETA protects. PETA protects. Is it PETA? I think so. People... I don't know. He lives. But I'll get him next time. That is pretty much... Oh wait, I have to attack the sensor bears.
Yeah. I think he gets...
The Gryph-hound can attack.
If he was within... I think whenever he has a rule with his Excelsior War Priest, I get double my attacks if...
So he just gets his normal attacks against the Plague Monks.
3s to hit.
1 hit.
4.
Nope. Alright, so nothing happens over here. And now I attack with the sensor bears. And 15 attacks with the sensor bears, they charge. 4s to hit. No re-rolling though, because they're too far away from Plague Monks. 3s to wound. And we got a few fails here, and these are all -1. So he's going to be 5
ups. So if 2 of these go through, I'm just toast. He's toast.
Oh yeah, he's out. He takes 4 damage and goes down. That is it for my turn. That leaves you with the Gryph-hound and those annoying things. They're so good.
Yeah.
I love them. For scoring, I will get 5 points again. The score is currently 13-7 for the Skaven as we take the field. Roll off for turn 4 coming up. Oh no, again you did it! You win ties.
Oh, I do? That's right.
Yeah, because you went first, so...
Yeah.
So I assume you would like to take it.
Yeah, I'll just shoot some stuff and then I think that's it. Because I got the Gryph-hound.
You do have a Gryph-hound over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go right into your turn. You get a command point. There's we'll see what you can do. So you got to get away from those warp lightning storms.
Yeah, but I gotta shoot too. But I can't get away because they're only moved 3.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't. Yeah, you'd be this one. You could probably move. Oops, sorry. You'd probably be able to move that one more than 6 away.
So that I don't get the extra. You'd have to roll 4 up instead of a 3 up.
Exactly. Yeah. So like this one could like move like over there, and this one could.
Yeah.
Same idea. Like bye bye.
Yeah, sounds good.
So you're a little bit safer there. And then does the Gryph-hound want to run away?
Oh yeah. So he's gonna run.
You're gonna run and retreat 3 inches. He's gonna go back home. 12
Where
inch
do I
movement.
go? Where do I go? I can't. I'll get probably.
No, don't go to the lightning! Lightning is bad.
12. There we go. Run away.
Fun fact, when I charged and piled in, I got them within 6 inches of the stupid lightning storm too, so I made a mistake there. So they're going to take some damage themselves.
Yeah, and I can't dispel it. So.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm the only one who can stop it.
Yeah.
So it's time for Warp Lightning Storm. Do you want me to do my unit first or your unit?
Tell you what, one more thing I'm gonna do.
Okay.
These guys are 5.
Oh, I forgot about them.
They're gonna run 5 plus 3 is 8.
Nice, they're getting into the fray.
They're like,
The whole
I
battle.
think you need us over here.
They're like, hey guys, what about us? Do you need us yet? I mean, we're pretty good at combat.
I think the reason I did that is because I didn't want to forget them here. I'll probably just leave them there.
I forgot about them the whole time. I mean, they did their job.
Yeah.
They did do their job.
Yes.
I'll roll from my unit first. On a 4 or more, I take mortal wounds. Zap. No. Now, because you avoided the extra nodes, on a 4 or more, he takes mortal wounds. Oh, he lives! And this one, I need a 6 to kill him. No. Oh, wow, no damage from the lightning storm this turn. Nice. Very nice. I assume you just want to shoot into that squad there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just do that. So now I don't have Order Honor, so I'm going to need 5s.
5s to hit.
Both of them are peppering into that.
So you got 2.
2.
So probably should roll those separately.
But that's okay, we all missed.
Well, you know what? That's okay. We'll say that one of the 6s was him, one of the 6s was him.
Yeah.
The odds, whatever. It's fine. So he gets to reroll 1s to hit. That one doesn't.
Okay. So D6.
Oh, wait, they
you know
reroll
what I mean?
1s to hit. I see what
Yeah,
you're
so
saying.
it didn't matter. I didn't roll any 1s. So
Oh,
10. Oh, okay.
So 10 hits automatic, or sorry, 10 automatic hits instead of 2, and these wound on 3s. In fact, they just go right through my armor on 3s.
Yeah. Which is what I should have done the whole time, was just sit back and shoot them and... Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
So they're wholly within 13 after I charged them in to make sure. 6 to ignore damage, so that's
for 7 dead. And then that's your turn. So 7 of them are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6, and 7, because you're kind of useless too. You're not really anything important. And because they're wholly within 13 of him, they do not take battle shock checks. So for your turn, you'll score a victory point, putting you up to 8, I believe, at the end.
8, yep.
And then it's my turn. Let's try and finish off some of these guys. This one's going to pray for disease. He's going to pick this point right here, within 3 of him. On a 4-up, he takes more wounds. I get to re-roll it for the Never Plague. So he dies. Yep. This is D3 mortal wounds. Then he's going to pray for Rabid on them. Rerollable for the Never Plague. There we go, so they get +1 attack. He's going to pray for Pestilens right over there, within 13, getting that within 3. Needing to pray. I fail, I get to reroll. I get it off on a 3-up. So on a 4 or more, nope. And then this one's going to pray for the reroll wounds. Fail, Never Plague, get it. So I'm going to tell that one to them to reroll wound rolls, because why not? This guy will move up in the movement phase, but he's not going to be able to really shoot at too much more than the thing over there. I'm going to be safe and cowardly and protect my lines. And I'm just going to let you die to the Warp Lightning Storm slowly. And I'm going to stay more than 6 inches away from it and protect the objectives. So he's going to go, well, he's happy where the wall is. These literally cannot move. In fact, I'm going to start moving over here just to be able to move this next turn. Yeah, they're going to end up all over there. And then I'm going to end the movement phase, and the zappy happens. So it's just him, and on a 4-up. Oh,
6.
no. Oh, no. And what was it?
1.
Just 1?
Yay!
He's down to 3. He lives for now. I shoot, catapult, boom. Poof. I hit on a 3. I miss. And that is literally my turn. And I'll score 5 more points. So we'll do the 5th turn. I was curious what this thing can kill and what they'll end up doing. I guess, yeah, you won't be able to escape the range of that.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter to move.
He'll still get zapped. And yeah, that's right. I guess if you get the double turn, if you move away, no, I guess yeah, you can't. It's gonna happen no matter what. So roll off for the turn. I got a 4. You get to win ties. All right, so you get to go again.
Alrighty, yeah, I'll take it.
So they'll get to move.
Yeah, they're gonna just go right here to say, okay, we got the objective.
We did something. It's
Yeah.
our objective.
He's gonna move just because, and then the dog's gonna move up 9. I'm just gonna stay 3 inches away,
Okay.
and the dog's gonna kill the whole unit by himself.
Sick. At the end of the movement phase, let's see if he gets zapped. On 4 or more. No! You persevere. Now 4 shots into them.
All 5s are gonna hit all 5s, or 3 of the.
That's real good.
So 3d.
And it's gonna be
Okay,
7.
12.
Oh. 3
3's a
wound.
wound. Okay.
6 to ignore damage being near the furnace. So that's gonna be 10 guys dying. Wait, no, sorry. 5, 7 guys die. Rats aren't meant to fight legendary artillery. So 3 in the back, 4, 5, 6, 7. Including you. Now the Griffhound charges.
You got this, yep.
Oh, he makes it, and he gets to
Got
fight
it.
first.
Yes.
I think he got 2 attacks on. Is it 3 or
3
4?
attacks.
2 attacks.
3s,
Oh, we got a hit.
4s.
Is there rend?
No rend.
No rend. 6 up armor. 6 up 2 more damage. He dies, and he does more wound on a 6. Oh, he does!
No!
He explodes because of the banner, and the dog dies.
Aw.
But it was this guy who dies. And then that'll come to Battle Shock, where they don't have to take it because they're within 13, wholly within 13 of that. And then on my turn, nothing is in range to pray because he moved far enough away, and he can't pray either because it didn't move up. So we're honestly just going to go into movement. We're going to finish our movement. We're going to try and do mortal wounds to that with the lightning storm. We fail again, and then we're going to try and kill you with a catapult, and we're going to miss. And we hit! And, oh no. Oh, we failed the wound. Look at that. Nothing. Nothing. And that's my turn there, too.
I think we can call it now.
Yeah, that's the end of the 5th turn. I get 5 more points.
Oh yeah, you destroyed me, man.
Well,
Well, I did some dumb things, like, cause I'm all about, like, if you're gonna watch the game, you don't want to see people just running away. So I wanted to charge in. I charged in with the castigators in the corner, which was a dumb idea. You said it was.
like, don't do the castigators. But you know what? It worked. Actually, it worked quite well.
I was
Because
trying
you
to
split
hold-
my unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these guys are terrifying.
I told you they're good.
Oh man. So I think I should have just sat back and just shot him, and then waited till the last minute to come up.
Yeah, that would have been a better plan. Well, I don't know if it would have been a better plan because I would have been on the objective, scoring more points every turn. Mm-hmm. And it's whoever has the most points at the end wins. I could be tabled. Yeah. But what I found interesting was this is to be fair, only my second game, but I'm going to be much more aware of how I position these in accordance to things like them, because if they can't move, they're nothing. They're dead. They're neutered. They can do a prayer, but their prayers aren't offensive. They're defensive buffing prayers.
And they're not bad in combat, so I mean, you're losing a lot. How much do they cost? You know?
200 points, I believe.
Oh yeah, so for a unit that can't move.
220 points. They're a pretty pricey unit to give up on, just to leave.
Well, they got that immune to battle shock.
That's
nice
huge.
13.
Yeah.
Because I think there were a couple times I knocked enough stuff out that you could have really lost a lot.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So that I was aware of to try and keep them in range, because they would all be dead if they weren't immune to battle shock.
Yeah.
And I think they just got annihilated by something. The other squad of plague monks, I know they got shot a bunch, but I guess they got.
I threw a lot of stuff at it.
Yeah.
The evocators on Dracolines, and they took it right to the chin and held up pretty good. They got shot 2 or 3 times by the ballista.
Yeah. The ballista are amazing at killing plague, but to be fair, the ballista are just in generally really good because they have that lot of shots. Usually, when you look at artillery pieces, it's like one shot that does a lot of damage, but they have the right idea. It's a lot of shots that do 1 damage with good rend.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather have a lot of shots, because that's like a good counter to Beastclaw Raiders. It's a good counter to big hordes. Now, everyone knows that the Ballista are good. I'm always a huge fan of Ballista, and that was a great addition to the Stormcast Eternals, because they needed something like that.
Yeah.
They needed a backline shooting artillery piece.
Yeah. I mean, the Judicators are good.
Yeah, it's true.
The Castigators aren't bad either. Again, you only get 1 shot. The range isn't great. Well, the Judicators have a longer range.
24-inch range, I believe.
So they're not bad.
But they're no ballista.
Yeah, they're not a ballista.
I think, and I remember when it first came out, there was like, these things are crazy at 100 points, and then they increased the points to 110.
Yeah.
Huge. 10% increase.
But you have
Still
to
worth
bring
it.
an Ordinator with them.
Oh, yeah. Like running 3 of those with Nord and Otter.
I didn't want to be a total jerk. I have another one. But I was like,
we only have 2 here. I've never actually been able to run 3 with the Ordinator, but I would love to try that one time.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that's efficient.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's real good. Well, I'll give you that awkward left-hand handshake.
Yeah, man.
Because that was a good game, so thank you for the game. And it's been a while since I fought the Stormcast Eternals. I forgot how aggressive they can be. Because you did have me scared for a second. You came down, and I think the fact that you failed all those charges was my one saving grace.
It hurt a little.
That one hurt. Yeah, that hurt a lot, I think.
Well, then the Heralder, I forgot the Heralder.
Yeah,
just 1 turn, though, because the other turns you couldn't. So I did forget the 1 turn, which would have done a couple mortal wounds.
Yes, it could have been.
Maybe it wouldn't have been a major swing.
I'm trying to think of where stuff was, because it could have hit him. He would have been dead, probably. And then maybe.
We did hit him.
But you could have hit him twice, I think.
That's true.
Maybe. Because then he ended up dying to.
Yeah.
Oh, he took a catapult.
Yeah.
He took a zap, then a catapult to finish him off, for that to be my objective. But, anyways, folks, that is the end of this battle report. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more Clans Pestilens, because I'll definitely play them a lot more in the future. One thing I want to note is I am disappointed that their Great Plagues aren't that great. They don't really do a whole lot. Now, obviously, I'm not going to complain that Pestilens is weak. Pestilens is quite strong, because these furnaces are great, the catapults are good, and these guys are they're 7-point battle line models. Outstanding for what they do.
Yeah.
Like,
These
they're a
gotta
must
be your
bring.
staple.
Like 100%. I would much rather see these guys get much weaker and have the Great Plagues do something really impactful.
Maybe not have to have so many units next to them, or just have a unit within X amount of range.
Yeah.
So that you move, because if you don't, this is what happens. You get stuck.
They get stuck here. So it's going to take a little more practice with me playing them to get used to these guys moving, especially 2 of them. Because ideally, it might have to look something more like Fantasy, where they're set up here, and then they have the monks literally all around them, and they move forward first, and the monks just take that same position they were at before. That might be the better deployment for them. Though I was kind of stuck with the weird one over here. But yeah, I would love to see these guys take a big hit in nerf, and I want to see the Great Plagues become something ludicrously powerful. I want to feel like rolling that 6 is exciting, but only for the 1 plague that does D6 mortal wounds. The other ones aren't anything at all, or at least aren't anything at all, really.
The range is hard.
And the range is 13 inches, right? Yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is. In general, the army's strong, and the Great Plagues are okay. But I guess that's the design philosophy is fine behind that. Anyways, guys. I ended there. I'll see you guys next time, of course. Again, leave comments down below on any rules corrections. If we got anything wrong, it wasn't on purpose. It was just neglect. And me forgetting things kind of sucks.
Me being an amateur at times.
Yeah.
It happens when you're playing games.
It happens, especially when you're recording, because you get thrown off, too. But any comments down below, any insight into Pestilens, maybe you want to see me do more things. I'd love to bring more of these, but I don't know where they are. And any tips always help. As always, happy wargaming, everyone.